Welcome, Crypto Watchers. I've been expecting you. Welcome to another episode of Savage Cash. Here with me, Supoman, your superhero cryptocurrency expert, and Millie, your Savage Cat cryptocurrency expert. In today's episode, we are going to be looking at what has affected the market in the last kind of 24 hours. Now, you'll notice that yesterday I basically posted a video and literally at the time of launch, which was about 24 hours ago, the market just went right down. So you'll have seen me doing a market recap and you'll have seen everything looking healthy. It was in the 160 billions, the market cap. All the cryptocurrencies were stabilizing over the last couple of days. And then crash in the actual market live, you could see that about 20 billion had been taken out of the market cap. Okay, people were cashing out and the prices were going down and the market just went down about 20 billion. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be catching up about why that happened, okay? And that will lead quite nicely onto what's happening right now in the market and doing a market recap. And from looking at the cryptocurrencies on coinmarketcap.com, we will be able to see what's looking good to invest in today on another sale day. Now, I'm personally ecstatic when these days come about, okay? So, you know, it'll be no surprise to you that when I see really good cryptocurrencies that are low price, I'm so happy. I'm so happy because it's like going into Ralph Lauren or one of these designer brands, which I personally love going in, and seeing that the clothes have gone down in price. And I'm like, yeah, get the money out and buy some. So, of course, the same thing applies with cryptocurrencies for me. It's like watching these really highly valuable, valuable branded cryptocurrencies, you know, at sale prices. It's just the best time to get in. And if you're in my Supoman Cryptocurrency Mastermind group, you will also know that when the market goes back up again, I hate it. It's horrible because you're making money, you know, so why would I hate the markets going back up again? But I do because I love acquiring cryptocurrencies. You know, I'm seeing this whole period, this whole time when cryptocurrencies are so new and, you know, although millions are coming to it every day, it is still, you know, it's still in the early stages and people aren't pumping so much into it because people are just getting their feet wet. So the time for cryptocurrencies to really explode in value hasn't come yet. And so I'm looking to still get a position on cryptocurrencies and invest in them whilst they are low price so that when they catapult into the stratosphere, I'm in a really good position to profit from that. So I love sale days. And then we're going to look at InvestFeed and catch up on InvestFeed. Now, if you are following me on InvestFeed, which I would say definitely do, because yeah, it's free at the end of the day. You just create a username. It's not like Steemit. Now, I love Steemit, don't get me wrong. I love Steemit, but you have to wait a while for your account to be activated, for you to be sent, you know, all the activation details and stuff. But with InvestFeed, you pretty much get activated straight away. It's just like signing up to Facebook. So is it addictive? I'm going to be talking about that. So let's move on very quickly. So first things first, let's have a look and see what has happened with China, because they are essentially what has led to prices absolutely crashing in the last 24 hours. I mean, if you basically look down this, you know, this website, you will see that there's so much red. It's just red everywhere. Red galore. Okay, so, you know, what's happened? Why has it crashed? I'm going to go to my favourite source for news in order to get this, okay? So my favourite source is Box Mining's website, okay? There's lots of websites out there where you can get the news, but Box Mining puts this really nicely. Now, he's an expert when it comes to the Chinese market, you know? I recommend listening to him because, I mean, I went to the pub earlier and on the way to the pub, driving to the pub, I had Box Mining going in my car because I plugged my phone into it and I had it going. I don't know if Box Mining actually has a podcast, but I think he should have a podcast, just like my podcast, which if you're not subscribed to, the link is in the description. Subscribe to the podcast and then you can listen to me on the phone and I will upload my podcasts to it. So anyway, this is the state of play at the moment. This is the most recent article from Box Mining. So Chinese exchange ban causes sell-off. So a new article appeared on Chinese media outlet Zhaoxin, I think I can't remember, Zhaoxin, Taichin, I don't know. Anyway, claims that Chinese authorities are looking to close cryptocurrency exchanges due to risks of money laundering. Okay, so big news. Okay, pretty much anything that appears to come from Chinese authorities is going to absolutely tank the market right now. It's so ambivalent. Everybody's kind of not knowing what to do, and it's all very uncertain, and people are lacking in confidence as to whether they should invest or not. And so a big piece of news, or apparent piece of news, you know, whether it's from an official source or not, can cripple the cryptocurrency market just like that. And so Taichin posted an article entitled, in Chinese characters, "The age of cryptocurrency exchanges is over." Ouch. Ouch. This is where we do, you know, in the absence of 0x and in the absence of these decentralized exchanges which are looking to come out, like Kyber, looking to come out, you know, at the moment, we rely pretty much on the exchange to be able to buy and sell our cryptocurrencies. So the age of cryptocurrency exchanges is over is frightening, okay? And has sparked a massive sell-off that caused Bitcoin and Ethereum prices to drop 5 to 10%. Whilst it was previously discussed that rumours are sometimes the precursor to legislation, this should be taken with a grain of salt. Okay, so essentially speaking, when an article comes out where, you know, a Chinese official says something, makes a comment about, you know, cryptocurrency in general, okay, it's the precursor, so it's the lead up to something actually happening, to a piece of legislation actually being enforced, okay? However, Box Mining says due diligence needs to be done when rumours come out, you know, i.e. from state-run media or just regular media, because in this case, the rumour was posted on regular media with little sources of information, okay? So we've got, you know, some tweets here. Now, what it says here is the article was posted at 9:56 p.m. That's Chinese time, okay? That was 2:56 p.m. UK time. The exact time my video came out, and the exact time that essentially the markets went completely down in the UK, and of course across all the globe. But in the UK, that would have been 2:56 p.m. Okay, so it coincided completely with the release of my video, which had a completely different market to what happened not long after 10 p.m. Chinese time or 3 p.m. British time. Now, this is an unlikely time for real government announcements. Okay, so therefore, what Box Mining is essentially saying is nothing's really happened. It's just a rumour that's being spread by media. Okay, similar news was posted on Tencent News. Okay, now Tencent's massive in China, massive. Okay, it's like their Facebook, it's like their equivalent of Facebook. Okay, as well as WeChat. You know, these are, and Weibo as well, which is like the Chinese Twitter. So you've got all these different Chinese major sources essentially spreading this. Okay. Now, BTCC, OKCoin, and Huobi have reported no changes, no notices. Okay, so these are actual exchanges, and the article did not state any additional sources. All right, so basically, given the tweets, it's like we're operating normally, nothing's happening, it's just a rumor. But that rumor has had a long-lasting effect on the market. So we'll do a market recap now. So what we've got here is Bitcoin has still dramatically slumped. I mean, it's down even further. Right now in the UK, it is just coming up to 3 p.m. This is about the time when it started going down yesterday. So it's gone down even further from this time yesterday. You know, Ethereum is also under 300. So yesterday we had Bitcoin at 4,600. Now it's lost $400. We had Ethereum about $325. Now it's at under $300. Bitcoin Cash has lost about $100. Ripple has lost about 2 cents. And Litecoin has lost about $15. Dash has lost about $25. So you are seeing quite big movements. IOTA I went through yesterday was at 65 cents, and I thought that was low for IOTA, but it's 57 cents now. So it's just gone down dramatically. Most have gone down dramatically. Ethereum Classic's also gone down. I actually sold my Ethereum Classic yesterday and bought more Steam while it was cheap. and before Ethereum Classic really went down, which it has now. It's gone down to below the pump. So it was a good time to get rid of Ethereum Classic. NEO, you'd think would be more affected because this is essentially it's completely Chinese-based FUD or news, and so you would have think this would be more affected. It's gone down to the just under the mid $20. Okay, so it's not too bad. Yesterday it was at $29. This isn't too bad actually, considering. You know, you would have thought the last time something came out, it went, you know, to about $15. So it's not too bad. It's not been hit too dramatically. So really don't worry too much. Quantum's lost about $3. Stratus has lost about 40 cents. Waves has lost about 40 cents. Steam hasn't really lost a lot. 10x has lost quite a lot. Now, 10x was already suffering. It was already kind of not getting back to the mid $3 like it was. $4. Getting up to, you know, $5? No, it's not there at all. Komodo's gone down. EOS has gone dramatically down. 77 cents. That's just ridiculous. Economy 194. I got this at 191 the other day. PIVX is down. So basically, a lot of the major cryptocurrencies that people like to invest in, the long-termers, are right now down. 0x I was going to actually invest in yesterday before the slump, and I'm glad that I didn't because, you know, at the end of the day, this actually should be one of the potential growers. Because if you're looking at why this news has been spread, it's because of exchanges being banned, okay? It's because of exchanges being, you know, being over. Okay, so if that happens with Chinese exchanges, God knows what's going to happen to the rest of them. They may get popular for a bit, but I think what it really boils down to is decentralized exchanges, ones that you don't have to access a exchange, I think will actually increase in value because this is the future of cryptocurrency. You don't have to go on an exchange right now like Cryptopia or Bittrex or Poloniex. You can just do it on your desktop without needing to go on a website. So I think that this should actually go up, and it's a good time to invest in 0x, actually. Civic is just stupid price right now. All right, so what we're going to do now is we are going to look at Coinigy, and we're going to look and see what is a great sale item right now. Okay, so let's have a look at 0x. So that's X. No, it's not. ZRX, is it? Yeah, I think it's ZRX. So Poloniex. Okay, so we'll have a look at ZRX. So let's just so look where it was. It was all the way up here, and now, well, I mean, the trend line isn't really necessarily that important, but you've got a trend line basically running across here, so it's just going kind of down. Look, so you got 1, 2, nearly 3, 4. No, so 3 points of contact here for this trend line. So it's just going down, 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 really. And so the next point is that it's likely to go up to here. All right, so around about this point. So if we just move across a little bit and just see where this trajectory has taken us, this looks like it's going to go up to here. So is this a good point to come in? Yeah, I think so, actually. Millie! Millie! That's Savage Cat. She's being savage right now. She's ripping up my carpet like a savage. So basically, we are looking at a trend line that's showing the cryptocurrency going down. So based on where it was to where it is now, this is amazing. Okay, this is a great opportunity to get in with this cryptocurrency because it's definitely well under 60% of where it was. Okay, well under. It's gone right down. So 0x is looking quite good. And in the context of the news that has caused this big crash, this could be a good one to get in with. Okay, let's have a look at another one. Let's have a look at Civic. Civic, without a doubt, is in a great place right now. Okay, so let's have a look at Civic with BTC. Okay, so let's use our Fibonacci retracement. Put it from the lowest point to the highest point. It's about up here. And then we will use a rectangle to plot out the 60 to 70% area. Okay, which is about here. All right, so look where Civic is right now. This is well under 60%. This is 78% of its latest peak. 78%. That is incredible. Now, I have already predicted that Civic is going to go up by this time next year. It should go up to about $20, $30, I should think. given how, you know, how much more important security of personal information is concerned, and how this can be applied in the future. Now, there are some cryptocurrencies forging partnerships with Civic right now, and there are lots of talks going on. I know of this. I know of some cryptocurrencies that are in talks with Civic right now to have some form of partnership or collaboration in order to verify people's personal details when buying ICOs or buying cryptocurrency. Okay, so I see Civic really growing, and at the moment this is at 78% of its latest peak, which is an insane entry point. Now, I got in at Civic at 10 cents, okay, and this isn't too far from it. This is only 3 times, and it's been up 7 times from when I've actually bought it. So the opportunity to make great gains is clearly visible, all right? But with everything that's been happening with China, it's just sent this massive... Basically, it's just sent Civic rocketing down in value. All right, so right now we're looking at a great entry point. If we plot the long position right now, right, we can put, if we put the lowest point down here, we put the highest point where the highest point is, we've got a 3.94 ratio. Okay, that means that looking at a total of $5, if you make an investment at this price, you stand to gain $3.94 for every $1.06 that you would lose making the trade. So basically, the rewards vastly outweigh the risk. So it's a no-risk area, this. It's virtually zero risk. It's like a 4-to-1 reward ratio. So at the moment, it's looking great to get in with Civic. If you were looking to take a long-term position, this is a great time. One of the best times in recent history to take a long-term position with Civic. Okay, let's have a look at some others. Let's have a look at PIVX, okay, because PIVX is certainly seen as one of the major anonymous cryptocurrencies that offer a nice masternode. So, let's go back a month. No, let's go back 3 months. Okay, let's look at the state of play when Civic, when PIVX was looking slightly more healthy. All right, so which was around about April, and kind of March, April time was really healthy. Okay, so let's just use this as an example of its most major rise. So PIVX is actually not looking awesome for, you know, for an entry point. It's about 50% of the most major rise. You know, if we were to essentially plot the same thing over here, which was its most recent rise, then it's currently at about 33% of its latest rise. Okay, so it's a good entry point if you were looking to get into PIVX. It is a good cryptocurrency, although I will say that if we look at masternode information, it's probably not its best. Okay, so let's just have a look at masternodes.pro, because at the moment masternodes is a great area to get into. Okay, so let's have a look. I mean, Neutron, look, it just goes up and down. It really is quite frustrating, this website. You don't know how reliable the information actually is. So, anyway, so let's have a look and see PIVX. So, PIVX, pretty pathetic return on investment. So, if you buy a node, which at the moment costs you 35 grand, you stand to make 1,800 a year, really. So, PIVX is relatively okay if you want to take a position on PIVX. However, it's not necessarily looking amazing on this sale day. EOS. Now, let's have a look at EOS, because this is looking really good today. EOS, not NEOS, we're looking at EOS. So, EOS is on Kraken. So, and you can get it with Ethereum. So, let's look at the last 3 months. Okay, so when EOS came on the market, it essentially just absolutely ballooned. Okay, so there's not much area to do a Fibonacci, so I'll start from there and put it up there. So if we're looking at EOS, this is the 60% line, and that is where it would cross to. Okay, so going down, this is a 90% loss or more of where it was. Okay, so it was right there. So this is over 100% loss. Okay, so that is insane. Based on where EOS was, which was at around about $6, and it's now at an insane 77 cents. It's never been this low. Never been this low. So EOS, this could be a great time to get into EOS because I do see this being a really good cryptocurrency in the future. All right, I see this once the ICO's gone, this is going to explode. All right, and you know, even if it goes up to 130, that's a double. That's nearly double your investment. And 130 was, I thought at the time, rock bottom price. Okay, now let's have a look at NEO. Is NEO a good time to get into? It's a good time to get into NEO. Let's have a look on Bittrex and look at NEO on BTC. Use our Fibonacci retracement. Go here to here. Plot our rectangle. So look. So EOS so NEO at the moment is at about 68% of its biggest rise. So this is a great dip point to get into NEO. So NEO's looking really good for a sale today. Let's have a look and see if there's anything else that's good. I haven't really touched Bitcoin. That's not really that. Let's have a look at 10x, okay? Because 10x is also a cryptocurrency I personally really like, all right? So let's use our Fibonacci, low point to high point. Use the rectangle to find 60% line. Look at where 10x is right now. 10x is basically at 70% of its latest peak. 70%. Now, I love 10x. One of my favorite cryptocurrencies right now. And there's lots of stuff being posted about it. It's very promising for the future. And although it's not really had the same level of growth or acceleration of growth as it had kind of at the beginning of August, this has the potential to go up again once all this FUD clears, once all the, you know, all this mess and panic clears up. There's every opportunity for 10x to accelerate and go much higher than where it's previously achieved. Okay, so right now it's at about the 70% line, a great time to get into 10x. So at the moment, Civic's looking great, EOS is looking great, NEO's looking good, 10x is looking amazing. So these are good times to get into these cryptocurrencies, very promising long-term cryptocurrencies. I'll have another quick look at Iconomai, because Iconomai, you really don't get the opportunity to invest in Iconomai very often, because recently it got up to $5.45. Okay, so let's have a look and see how we can do with Iconomai. So let's go back 3 months. This was about the time when Iconomai really exploded. There are 2 explosion points right here. So let's use Fibonacci, go to the low point to the high point. Actually, if we use that. So that one. Okay, so using this as an example, this is the 60% line. Okay, and look at where Iconomai is right now. Iconomai is right down here at around about 90% of its latest peak. Okay, so Iconomai has a great opportunity to grow for you as an addition to your investment portfolio. So Iconomai is another one to add here. Okay, now you can essentially use Coinigy to do your own due diligence, do your own research and see what's at a good point. I've shown you essentially how to do the whole Fibonacci retracement. When the best time to get into a cryptocurrency is when the price dips by 60% from its latest rise, okay? And with a lot of the ones I've just shown you, it's done that and more, all right? And then what I would do is I also do the long-term position. So where it is right now, we're looking over the course of $9, we are looking at $7.37 made in profit for every $1.63 in loss, all right? So amazing risk-reward ratio here, and you can apply this to any cryptocurrency. You can look at the long position and do a Fibonacci retracement. Perfect tools to be able to see if this is the best dipping point. So, great sale items today. Use this tool to find out if your favored cryptocurrency is at an investable time right now. Last item on the agenda is InvestFeed. Now, I have now got, let's have a quick refresh, 583 followers. So my link is in the description to follow me on InvestFeed, and I'm essentially putting posts out quite a lot. There's an iPhone app as well, and I think there's one coming for the Android where you can actually, you know, you can have this on your app and you can post statuses. I was doing this in the pub earlier. And I bring out a video in a couple of hours. InvestFeed will feature again. And, you know, it's had 16 likes, 3 comments. I'm very honest, okay? That's what I like about social media and things like Twitter. You can be just honest and be yourself. And I put effing ads on this app, get them off. And people have been commenting. It's had quite a few comments. So this is really addictive right now. It's really addictive because I can play it I can use it on my phone as well. So it's just like having Facebook, but a crypto Facebook. I don't really use Twitter, in all honesty. You'll see that if you look at my Twitter account, you'll see it's pretty much inactive. Only really posts my new videos. Now, I do see this as a bit like Facebook, but like a crypto Facebook. And look at the social proof already. 38 likes, 19 comments. So this is getting used more and more. Now, if we have a look at InvestFeed, and I hope that you got involved in InvestFeed yesterday, because despite the market completely falling and there being so much red, InvestFeed has only been thriving, really. InvestFeed has been thriving immensely. It's hit an all-time high. It's gone up to over 10 cents. It's gone up nearly to 11 cents. Did it hit 11 cents? Let's have a look and see. It has hit 11 cents. It's hit 11 cents. How amazing. So although it's gone back down to 9.3 cents, this is still thriving where everything else is getting crippled right now. Okay, now the way you can get this is you can get it on Cryptopia, you can get it on Coin Exchange. And like I said in yesterday's video, there is so much potential for this cryptocurrency. Now, in my opinion, I don't like the app too much because the app has ads. The ads annoy me. When I'm on Facebook, I don't get ads other than people doing sponsored ads, but I don't get those crappy Google ads that, you know, or the AdWords kind of ads, AdSense kind of ads. I don't like those. They annoy the crap out of me, and you get those on the app. So I don't like that, but there is so much room for this to grow. There's so much room for this to still become the next Steemit, to become the best cryptocurrency social network out there. Now, I was saying yesterday I was pretty annoyed with Steemit yesterday, but then I saw a few people had marked up my blogs. But you can see here, $25, $21, those are okay. But the latest one had 38 upvotes, 5 comments, and only $1.29. So it is peeing me off. I'm getting a little bit annoyed with Steemit. And I'm thinking InvestFeed could grow whilst Steemit's kind of monetization isn't being so lucrative right now. Now, I still love InvestFeed, don't get me wrong. I still love Steemit, don't get me wrong. But I am also really liking InvestFeed right now. And I'm certainly seeing this as being certainly the up-and-coming social network. And when you look at the price is so low right now. Even yesterday it was 5 cents. Now it's got up to 10 cents and gone down a little bit. But the price is so low. And someone came on yesterday and said, oh, Omis Go, you know, you not looking at $10 cryptocurrencies is ignoring the market cap, and you know they've got much more potential to grow. Yes, I know that, but the chances of Omis Go going from $10 to $20 at the same rate as InvestFeed going from 5 cents to 10 cents is completely not in sync. Okay, so InvestFeed can easily go from 5 cents to 10 cents. It's not a big jump. Okay, and it's easy to make that leap and double your money. Whereas on Omis Go, it's much harder. It's been around about the $10 area for a while now, and it keeps on, you know, fluctuating. So can Omis Go double your money the same rate as a cryptocurrency that's under $5? No, it can't. Okay, so I am right. And essentially speaking, if you don't agree with me, then you can just wait it out and see I'm right later. It's up to you. So anyway, that concludes today's episode of Savage Cat and Cash. Millie's not around to say bye, but I'll say bye on her behalf. Thank you for joining me on this Saturday, and enjoy sale day, people. This is the time to get involved. I've been Supoman. I'll see you in the next video.